Hi there, and welcome to my untranslatable assignment video. I'm Grace Van Leaningham, and my word for this assignment is ma mi la pinata pai. The word is pronounced ma mi la pinata pai, and it originates from the Yaghan culture and language. What does this word mean? Again, this is a word from the Yaghan language and culture that roughly translates to a look shared between two people, each hoping the other will initiate something they both desire but are unwilling to do. In Western culture, this word has been seen with a romantic kind of view, even though the word holds sense of expectation, desire, and perhaps even a little bit of awkwardness or hesitation, which does sound like it would be used in romantic contemplation. That is not what the Yaghan culture intended it to be used as. Where does this word come from, and what is the history behind it? This word more directly stems from the idea of to feel awkward or to be at a loss of what to do. When you look at this word from that point of view, it sounds less romantic than Western culture intended it to sound. This word was first used either in the 19th or 20th century. The exact date isn't known. The indigenous people of Tierra del Fuego, specifically the people of Yaghan culture, were the first to use it. The first documented use of this word was by Thomas Bridges, a missionary who helped assemble a Yaghan English dictionary. The word became more widely known when it was featured in the 1994 edition of the Guinness Book of World Records as the most sentient word up until that point of time. What significance does this word hold? In the Western context, it would be a word used to convey an unspoken sense of attraction, maybe on a first date, where the two of you both feel the same way about each other but don't want to let the other person know because they both think that it's too soon. Or for how the initial origin of the word was intended to be used just as a quiet moment shared of understanding. An example of this would be two friends who have known each other for forever being present to witness something unfold, perhaps like an extravagant event or something that just the two of them feel particularly connected to. What is the cultural comparison of this word? This word originated from the people of Tierra del Fuego, specifically from the Yaghan culture and language. It is one of the world's most difficult words to translate into other languages. This word captures a specific type of unspoken communication shared among two distinct individuals. While many cultures have phrases to describe this act, it's sweet to see how a culture can use a singular word. This indicates that this word holds a particular significance in the culture for the Yaghan people. For this next clip, the pictures aren't exactly what they're supposed to be, so please just bear with me. What does the word look like? I have a couple of examples. The first image you see is a couple sharing a look of shared affection without using words. And the second, two socially awkward people at a party, each looking at one another, hoping the other will walk up and begin a conversation. And the third, two close friends looking at an item of clothing, wondering whether the other is going to take it or if they should take it for themselves. What should you take away having learned this word? What I'd like you to take from this video, having learned this word, is that it is essential to know that not all communication needs to be communicated using spoken communication. Although this word describes communication using glances, that is not the only way you can communicate without using words. Again, there's communication using glances, as we've learned from this word, but also communication involving gestures or even touch. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to and watch my video presentation on the word Mami La Pinata Pai. I hope you've learned something new and have taken something from this that will impact your life for the greater good.